Okay guys, in this video I have something special for you guys that you will not be able to find anywhere on the net, at least nowhere that I can find anyway. I have in my hands here two magazines here. One here is Pash magazine, this other one is Animedia magazine. I've been meaning to make a video about this one for quite a while now. I'm really sorry, I've just been busy. This Pash magazine has interviews. Well, it actually has like 17 pages all about Wuthering Waves, covering the entirety of the story as well as the Reseed story. And it also has interviews with the voice actors for, let me just get it, so I get it in order here. Voice actors for Brant, Roccia, Freebie, Carlotta, and also Zani as well. And Zani was very talkative. Like she had almost double the amount of stuff to say compared to other people. But I'm not complaining. This edition was a special Wuthering Waves edition. It had like 17 pages, not including the front and the back, dedicated to Wuthering Waves here. And then in this other one here, this other one that's recently came out just a few days ago, this is Animedia magazine here. Animedia magazine has been out for like 20 years now. Yeah, this is what it says about Animedia here. Animedia is a Japanese monthly anime magazine by IID, first published on June 9th, 1981. So it has been around longer than I have been alive. So this is one of the OG types of anime magazines out there. It actually says here it is one of the top 3 anime magazines and one of the top 10 best-selling anime magazines in all of Japan. And when it comes to Pash magazine here, a bit of information on Pash magazine, I'm just gonna, they don't have an English page here, but this is the page, this is a Wikipedia page for Pash magazine. And it says here, I just translated it for English for you guys, that Pash is a Japanese anime magazine published by Shufu in Seikatsusha. It is the first magazine in the industry to focus on anime for women. And it's has been described by fellow publisher Kadokawa as a pioneer of anime magazines. So these two magazines are quite big in Japan in the space of anime, gaming, that sort of thing. And in this magazine specifically, they have other interviews with the voice actors for Male Rover, Female Rover, Jinshi, and also Solon as well. Yes, that's Solon. There's been a lot of stuff to go through. There's been a lot of text for me to translate, and I wanted to get these translations as accurately and faithfully as possible. And that's why it's taking a while. I don't just want to put it into Google Translate and just put it up there. I actually went through every line to make sure that the words were as close to the original and also as close to the spirit of what is being said as well. And because there's so much, I don't think I can really put this into one video. So I'm going to split it up into a couple of videos and upload those over the next couple of days. So after they're all uploaded, I will leave links to the other videos in the description below, and also at the end of this video as well, so make sure to watch everything in this little series I have for you. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Carlotta, your appearance in Wuthering Waves has been confirmed. Did you know anything about this game beforehand? What were your impressions of it? And was there anything that attracted you to it? Yes, I had definitely heard of Wuthering Waves before voicing Carlotta. I have many friends who are into gaming, so I heard about it from them. I also went and saw their booth at the game show too. I was so amazed by the beauty of the world and the characters. What do you like about Carlotta? What do you think is her most appealing trait? Also, what did you have in mind when voicing her? For Carlotta, I spent a particularly long time with her during the character testing phase. Considering her age, what tone of voice she should have, she's a character with quite a wide range, so I tried to play her a little cooler or a little more mature, as well as many other variations. In the end though, we landed on adding a little sweetness to the end of her sentences and nuances, and a kind of whispering nuances too. We settled on that, but still with a strong sense that she is a young woman with a hint of childish playfulness. Carlotta is someone that greatly loves the Montelli family and is very straightforward about that to her core. Behind that adorable face lies a harsh childhood where she had to become strong and forge a sharp side to herself, honed through tireless effort. But she still maintains her kind and elegant appearance. This is something I find very appealing. Do you have a favorite character? Are there any in particular that catch your eye? I'm very curious about Showkeeper. I saw her at the game show and she was so beautiful. I haven't had the chance to pull for her yet, but the next time she has a rerun, I'm definitely going to get her. In Reseed, at this point in the story, there is a carnival where people wear masks and take part in the festival. If you were going to wear a mask, what kind of mask would you like to wear? The codename of my beloved partner is Cat's Eye, so I think I would wear a cat-themed mask. Finally, any message for Rovers out there? Rovers, how has your time been in Reseed? I hope to catch up with all of you in the carnival. I hope we can go around the city in a gondola. Brant, your appearance in Wuthering Waves has been confirmed. Did you know about this game beforehand? What were your impressions about it? Was there anything that attracted you to it? I'm embarrassed to say that when I got the offer, that was the first time I had heard of Wuthering Waves. I like games and play them often, but there are times when I feel the urge to do something else, you know? Times when I really want to play games, times when I want to watch movies or read manga or light novels. These feelings come like waves, and my gaming wave hadn't come around recently, but in terms of what I thought about Wuthering Waves when I first saw it, I was really impressed by the graphics. They're really, really beautiful. What kind of character is Brant? He is the captain of the ship and the leader of the troop of fools, so he's a very theatrical person. Because he's more theatrical, having to play a character that's playing a character, it's like doing a double performance, and it's quite tiring. He's tiring, yeah, but I admire his carefree, free-spirited, and very stubborn nature. He cares deeply for his friends and is quite passionate. But this is also a little tiring too. What are you most conscious of when voicing Brant? When honing in on the voice of Brant after looking at the character, you notice that he's really good looking, if not beautiful, but also quite young, so I felt his tone should be a little higher and more refreshing and in a relaxed way. So I tried to make him sound casual in his own way, but I eventually ended up with the current tone and didn't need to focus all that much on making it sound light and refreshing, which was a little surprising for me, because like I said, he's a character that performs for others, so I had to do a double performance, so I had to approach it as though I was singing to a crowd. Are there any characters which catch your eye? Do you have a favorite character? I think because it's the character I'm performing, Brant is the first one that comes to mind, but then there's also the vice captain, Roccia, who hangs out in her suitcase, which is pretty interesting and catches my attention. In Rinascita, at this point in the story, there is a carnival where people wear masks and take part in the festival. If you were going to wear a mask, what kind of mask would you like to wear? This might be a pretty negative answer for you, but I love to stay indoors and hate crowds, so I definitely would not want to go to a carnival. Also, I'm not good with wearing glasses either, so wearing a mask is completely out of the question. But at the same time, I want to protect my nose and throat, so I regularly wear a face mask. Finally, any message for rovers out there? Brant is going to be playable as well as many more incredibly appealing characters in the future, so really dive in and enjoy yourselves. I hope you all enjoy your time in Wuthering Waves. Roccia, did you know about Wuthering Waves before voicing this character? What were your first impressions about it? Was there anything that attracted you to it? Yes, I knew about it. The graphics look so smooth and beautiful that I felt it could really draw you in. However, I thought that if I played it, my desire to voice the character would grow too strong, so I hadn't played it until I got the role. What kind of character is Roccia? She's a girl that doesn't allow herself to be caught up in her own emotions, so she can seem quite cold. But she's actually very considerate, and above all, she's petite and cute. Also, one of the main things about her is the suitcase that she pulls around everywhere, called Pero. What do you keep in mind when voicing her? Even if she has those thoughts and feelings, don't sound too energetic, is what I thought. I tried to focus on making her seem reserved, and while consulting with the staff, I gradually got closer and closer to the Roccia that we know today. Are there any characters that you are interested in? Do you have a favorite character? I really like Jeja. She's so cute and I really want to get closer to her. She looks great with glasses too. In Rinascita, at this point in the story, there's a carnival where people wear masks and take part in the festival. If you were going to wear a mask, what kind of mask would you like to wear? If I were to take part in the carnival as Roccia, I would like to spend time with various people while wearing a mask that has Roccia's colors of blue and light pink. However, I think Pero might get in the way or get angry depending on the person. But in saying that, that's also something I'd like to see too. Finally, any message for rovers out there? I hope you all enjoyed Rinascita. I always love hearing people say that they love Roccia after I voiced her. Another freebie that came with this magazine specifically was actually also this little postcard as well. You can only get this if you buy that magazine from Animate, which is another massive anime, manga, gaming, collectibles store chain in Japan. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest as well. And like I got this as well because of course I did. Okay guys, what did you think? Those were the interviews there, and I think they had a lot of interesting things to say. And if you want to find out what's happening in the other interviews, make sure to check the link in the description below and also at the end of this video in the title cards, because I'll have those for you as well. So until next time, I will see you in the next video. Peace.